Hello everyone. In the last video we have seen how to render something unconditionally. We have also seen the example of how to create a page when we have a login and logout page, something like that. So when you click on login, it goes to welcome back page, and when you click on logout, it come back to login pages. And also we have seen the example with both the functional component and also with the class component. So we tried to have two function on login and logout, and then we try to render it based on the click event. So when we have this login true, then we show the login page, otherwise we render the logout page. Previously we tried to use this conditional, but then later I changed to something like this also, which is also possible to write it in a single line. So in this video we will gonna see the list and key. List is very important in JavaScript. So we have many functionalities on list. So let's say you have a list of users and you want to display the users in the user interface. So in that way we can display the list. So let's run an example. So here we have this list of numbers, and if we want to map is one operation of a list. So what we do is like a map will return the number as a list, and we can do some operation on the each of the number. So here when we say map number, and every time we multiply by 2, so it will 2 multiplied by 1, 2 multiplied by 2, 2 multiplied by 3, something like that. So the new value will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 5 multiplied 2 is 10, so 4 multiplied 2 is 8. So this thing work on ReactJS also. So in ReactJS we can have a list of elements, so something like ul, and this list item can be displayed something like this. So let's start with the example and see how it works. So we can comment out this line of code, so which we don't need, and we can create a list of elements, something like this. And let's copy this line, and we can just render this whole thing directly, and let's see how it works. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if we look into the console, we have this called child in a list. You have a unique key. So this happened because when we pass this list item, this required to pass a index number. So what we can do is like it return an index as well, and here we can pass a key as a index. And if we rerun this, it doesn't have this error and it has the list. So here we are passing only a numbers. It can be object of list as well. So let's see if we have some example on that. Here we have this number list, and then we have this list of number. So we are passing a list of numbers, and in the props we are getting the number, and then we returning the number list of number. We are constructing a list item, and then we returning the thing. So this is similar. So we can try this out also. So we can create a component list.js, and we can just copy this whole thing to the. So we can export default number list. We need to import React, and then we can just use this number list in our index.js. So instead of this, where's the component name? Okay, number list. So we can import this. So we can say from, and this should do the work. Let's see. Okay, map undefined. Okay, we need to pass the number, right? So we can pass the number as like this. We already have the number in our pages, and we can pass the numbers here. So this number is referring to this number. Okay, so we have this. We again have this key issue, which also we can solve from here. So we can have a key here. So this is the second parameter of a map operation. Let me share with you how it works. So JS map. So if we go to the documentation of map, right, it has this 3 parameter. So it return a first element, and second parameter is a index. Third parameter is always the array list. So this is how we can get the list. So let's see. Yeah, so this is the key thing we just show, right? On the second parameter, we can either show this number as a, like, this is unique. Usually the index will be a unique number. So this is something we just now show. What else? Value or something. We also have this, we can pass key and value also, list item, and list item is this something, so which is similar. Okay, so yeah, this is one more thing. So key must be always a unique number. So for example, here we are passing an index, right? That's why it is unique. But what if we just say key is 1, then it will say that key is not a unique thing here. So it must be unique. So we should always pass a unique key here. Let's see. So embed map in JSX. So this is what we have seen, right? We can map the whole thing here. So here we have a different component, right? We map here, but we could create another component also to just only this map operation, and just calling this list item in here instead of putting everything. If we just write this thing here, and and then we can call this list item. We just have to get the number, right? So we can do this like this also, right? We can have an arrow function which does that thing. So we can do something like this also if we need to. So we have these numbers, and we can do this list item, and then we can pass these numbers also. So this will also work. Yep. So yeah, so that's it for this list part. See you on the next week on the form and then other details. Please do subscribe and share with your friends if this is useful. Thank you.